Hey guys, what's up? Little follow-up video to the agents and agencies video. I said I would do this and here it is. What I want to do is I want to clarify what an agent is opposed to a subcontractor or being on a preferred vendor list. Let's review agency again. Let's just say there's an agency out there called the XYZ agency, and they represent Akon. You all know who Akon is. They also represent Madonna. Obviously, if you wanted to promote a concert in your town, or you were having some kind of big music festival and you wanted Akon or Madonna to come to that festival, you wouldn't call Madonna on the phone. Madonna wouldn't, write out a contract and send it to you, and Akon wouldn't do it either. You would call their agent, and their agent would handle everything for them. It's almost a convenience, and that's kind of why I use an agent. But that's the definition of an agent. When Madonna or Akon would come to this festival, they would be Madonna or Akon. They would not be the XYZ agency. They would be whoever they are. Same with DJs. If, let's say, I don't know, Alan Robb was at an agency, and he got a gig from him, he would go out on the road as Alan Robb. He wouldn't go out as XYZ agency. He would go out as whoever he is, and typically he would hand out his own business cards and represent himself. The agent just booked it, just handled it for him. Now there are some variations on those rules, and that's kind of a policy thing with the agency, but by definition, the agent books you, the talent, and you are you when you're on the road. Now, a subcontracting position is different. When you subcontract through a subcontractor, let's say, okay, let's talk about Alan Robb again. He has a company called Accent Events. Now, if Alan had a gig on a certain date and he got another call, and let's say that Alan only had one mobile system and it was only him DJing, but he wanted to make some extra money, what he could do is, if he wanted to, he could book that gig anyway, and then hire me to go out and represent his company, Accent Events. I wouldn't go out as DJ Brian Red. I would go out as Brian from Accent Events, and I would hand out the business cards for Accent Events. Now, Alan would never do that. He would just give me the job and let me book it myself because I've given Alan enough work. I'm sorry, I had to give him a little stab there. So that's what a subcontractor is. If you subcontract, you represent whoever gave you the work. You become them for the night. I used to do a lot of that with Wavy Davy. Wavy Davy used to sub me a lot for gigs. Now I want to talk about preferred vendors. Preferred vendors, I can almost talk. Preferred vendors. What that is we do it all the time. It's kind of a networking thing almost. Let's say that you made friends with someone who has a wedding hall or just a banquet hall, and when a bride or groom would come in, they would say, we're looking for a DJ, and they would say, hey, you know what, we like to work with DJ Omega. Here's his business card, he's really good. You just kind of get on the preferred vendors list, and they help you out. They give out your cards. And in turn, maybe if someone said, we're getting married on, June 12th, we haven't found a hall yet, maybe I would say, I know a really nice hall. I would refer them. They'd be on my preferred vendors list. You can do that with caterers, photographers, wedding dress people, whatever, videographers, you name it. If it has to do with weddings, you can network with them and you can go on each other's preferred vendor list. And typically on preferred vendor lists, money doesn't exchange hands. It's just kind of a friendly networking thing. But again, variations on that depending on what kind of deal you've cut. So there's a quick video on agents, subcontractors, and preferred vendors. I hope this cleared some stuff up. Now, I didn't talk about everything involved with any of these particular concepts. So if you have something to add, please feel free to do so right down here in the comments, and we can discuss it here. Practice and enjoy.